No one had his back. When Alex was 14, he buried his father. 2 years later, he buried his mother. At 16, he moved into his stepmother's house with nothing but a bag and the clothes on his back. She had a son of her own, Ryan. And from the very first day, she made it clear, Alex was not family. He was a burden. She never raised her voice. She didn't have to. Her coldness was enough. Every meal, every look, every silence told him the same thing. You are alone here. So Alex made a decision. If no one was going to help him, then he would help himself. Completely. Quietly. Relentlessly. Every night, after the house went quiet, he would open his laptop and disappear into the charts. He didn't trade for fun. He traded because he had no choice. He studied price action, back-tested strategies, and wrote down every single mistake in a worn notebook. While others his age chased parties and distractions, Alex was building something no one could see. He wasn't chasing money. He was chasing freedom. Because deep down, after 3 years of silent work, the email finally came. A prop firm had approved him. $100,000 in real capital, real rules, a real chance. For the first time in years, Alex felt something close to hope. He printed the approval letter and stared at it like it was proof that he mattered. That night, he left it on his desk. His stepmother was in the kitchen, drinking her coffee like nothing had happened. She looked at him with a coldness that could freeze fire. You think we didn't know what you were doing every night on that computer? Alex stood frozen. Ryan needs a real start. You were always selfish with your little hobby anyway. They had taken everything. The approval, his journal, his back tests, even the small account he had built. Deleted. Wiped. Gone. Alex didn't argue. He didn't beg. He simply packed what little he had left and walked out. He had nothing. No money, no home, no one. But he had one thing they could never take from him. The same reason that started everything in the first place. No one had his back. So he started again. He got a night job, rented a tiny room with thin walls, bought a cheap laptop, and every night, after long shifts, he sat down and rebuilt everything from memory. The pain of that betrayal didn't break him, it became his fuel. Every time he felt like quitting, every time the markets tried to crush him again, he remembered the look on his stepmother's face when she took what he had worked 3 years to build, and he went back to the charts, because he knew if he gave up now, they would have won.
"5 years later, Alex sat in a quiet office overlooking the city. He now ran a small, disciplined prop trading desk. He had built a reputation for consistency and emotional control. More importantly, he had built himself.
One afternoon, he walked into a coffee shop and saw them, his stepmother and Ryan. They looked older, tired. The arrogance was gone. Ryan recognized him first. He could barely get the name out. Alex? Alex stopped and looked at them both. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. He simply looked at them, his voice calm and final. You took everything I had, and I still made it. He looked at his stepmother one last time. No one had my back, so I became the one who did. Then he turned and walked away. They thought they stole his future. They only delayed it, because when a man has no one and still refuses to quit, something powerful happens. He stops waiting for help. He stops making excuses. He builds in silence until silence is no longer his prison, but his power. Alex didn't succeed because he was lucky. He succeeded because he understood something most people never learn. When no one has your back, you become unstoppable. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the one thing that drives you? The reason you refuse to quit, no matter how hard it gets? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and I reply to all comments. Let's build a community of traders who have each other's backs. If this story moved you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Share it with one person who needs to hear that they're not alone. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.